Welcome, everyone, welcome. Justin M. Bailey here. And a happy January 2nd to you all. A very special day for me, indeed, if you don't mind me saying. And also a slightly embarrassing day, too, I might add, because today marks 7 years, everyone. 7 years that I've been busting my ass on this little project. Busting my ass trying to get the novel done. The Dungeon by Justin M. Bailey. And busting my ass while simultaneously attempting to build an audience from scratch, from the ground up, through the miracle of YouTube, and at less than 123 subscribers. I'll let you guess how well it's been going. Just in case you haven't already noticed, I haven't really built up much of anything these past 7 years. Now have I? And yes, this sometimes can be quite the kick to the dick, and I'm learning that's okay, but this year, God, this year was the biggest kick to the dick, I swear. It was like a long, everlasting, at least 8-month long kick to the Jimmy. This was the year where I honestly almost just threw in the towel and just said, fuck it. This was the year where for the second time in my entire life, this has happened to me twice so far, and it's both horrible and glorious, where I felt completely rattled to my core, verge of breaking down, total identity crisis. Happened to me once almost 12 years ago now. This year's I embarrassingly shared with you in a couple of vlogs over the summer. You see, the long of the short of it is I'm a former correction officer / stay-at-home dad with really bad shoulders and hips. All the connection parts, basically. And yes, I do have many fantastic fringe, life-fulfilling perks and benefits to go along with all of this. I'm not gonna lie. You're gonna get super jelly. I have the best wife ever you could ask for. Honestly, if it wasn't for you, Yumi, I could honestly see myself living in a prison as like a fucking junkie, rather than instead working one as an officer. I have the best little daughter ever. I love my Sophie more than Dr. Light ever loved Mega Man X.
I created you, X.
And what I'm sure will seem like the biggest perk to most of you listening out there is I don't have to work again if I don't want to. I don't have to worry about money at all. My wife has a really good job, and it's not like we live super rich. We're not people of expensive tastes. So this is all pretty fantastic stuff right here. I can give you a handful of examples where, oh yes, I most certainly have won the lifetime lottery. But there is a catch to it, because everything has a catch. It's called equivalent exchange, bitches. Number one, well, it's kind of hard to enjoy what life has to offer when you're in constant pain and discomfort, but especially when I'm trying to do the things I really love most, which is reading, writing, studying, making YouTube videos. I might have pulled off a muscle jacking off at least once, for Christ's sake, or sneezing. Who pulls their back from sneezing? Really? Number two, I don't have much time to do these things anyways. Most of my time is spent taking care of Sophie and my wife. Her job is super fucking demanding. So I really don't have time to do just about, anything in the first place. I don't have to worry about money, no, but I'm also always on the clock, if you know what I mean. And FYI, my heart goes out to every single parent out there doing a way bigger juggling act than I ever have to worry about. If you had a single parent they didn't beat, rape, or throw whiskey bottles at you, you go buy them a fruit basket or something, because damn, single parents, man, holy fuck. They all deserve medals and raises as far as I'm concerned, for fuck's sake. But getting back to topic, okay, and finally number three. All right, let me go down the list. I don't have any friends. It's okay. I don't have any connections. All I know is correction officers for the most part, and that's not going to help you unless you plan on going to jail. Oh yeah, I know Officer so-and-so. I can get you a couple of extra chicken patties on Thursdays. I don't have any connections. I don't know anybody at all, save those who share my last name or some kind of a bloodline with me, and I usually tend to avoid most of those people most of the time, honestly. I'm much happier for that. I've got zero status or prestige. I'm a stay-at-home dad, and I'm basically the social equivalent of a house cat, which is that I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay with all of this. Oh wait, no. I'm the social equivalent of a house cat who also suffers from delusions of grandeur. Because lest we forget, everybody, I am a stay-at-home dad who also thinks he's a writer. So, there's that. And, first off, please don't ever be that stupid person who tells me that this stuff doesn't matter, or it's not important, or we don't care about it. All this social status shit, because you'd be the most lying-ass dog if you told me that. Every single Homo sapien and hairless ape on this planet There are few things more important to all of us than where we stand on the fucking pecking order. Who we can kick and who can kick us. FYI, Wesley Cecil gave one of the most phenomenal lectures of his life last month on all about this, on our insane slave mentality. So look it up. He's totally right about it. So yeah, and like, look, okay, all those things, I'm okay with all that most of the time. I'm fine with it, but it's just, like I said, great wife, great kid, 99 problems, but money ain't one, though I am not a person of expensive tastes. But the one thing that has really driven me batshit crazy is how much I've had to bend over, backwards, twisting and turning when my body already sucks, just to find time to get some of this shit done for myself, for me. I want my wife to keep succeeding. I want my daughter to succeed. Guess what, everyone? I want to succeed too. I want a life of my own too. I'm only gonna live once. I want to take my crack at it. Merry fucking Christmas. And no, I don't want to sell used cars or life insurance, motherfuck. So, just all of this, I'm gonna give myself a huge pat on the back, just like keeping up with this stuff this whole time. But just finally, with a body that's as bent and twisted and turned as Emperor Palpatine's fucking cane. Best way I can put it was this was the year where if your willpower is a muscle, this was the year where I fucking sprained mine and fell flat on my face. And I just didn't know if I could go anymore. I really didn't. I look at this year. Look, how much did I get made? Not much. Some good stuff, definitely. I thought those Venom videos are cool. I like coming back home, back to the world of Super Metroid. And Wes Cecil's a cool dude, and I'm glad I got to make a vid about that, and hopefully more. But yeah, man, I was sorely tempted this year, because once again, hey, I don't have to do anything if I don't want to. I don't have to do any of this shit. All I have to do is just make sure all the girls and the dog are fed and the place is clean, and that's it. So technically, I'm set for life. I don't have to do this stuff. I can quit and then just enjoy the rest of my spoils anytime I want to. So what the fuck happened this year? Well, funnily enough, getting back to my wife, not only is she the best wife ever, she's honestly one of the most wonderful, most multi-talented people you will ever meet. I often refer to her as a Japanese Mary Poppins, practically perfect in every way, but she is also batshit, X-Files crazy, insane. I kid you not. Everything is a conspiracy theory with this woman. And you guys think I'm spooky Mulder? Hell no. And I know she'll... And you're not allowed anybody to tell her I said that, because she'll beat me up if she finds out she's an excessively violent little pixie. She's not just the Mary Poppins of Japan. She's the little 5-foot-tall Asian Ike Turner from Japan. Oh my God, I'm always calling the local police. I'm like, hello police, my spouse is beating me. Hold on, sir, can you describe your spouse to us? Oh yeah, she's a 5-foot-tall, 100-pound Asian woman. Hello? Damn it, they always hang up on me. But I'm telling you. As truly wonderful as she is, and as truly blessed I am to have her in my everyday life. Not only is she insane, she has zero time comprehension. She does not understand what time is at all beyond the abstract. And she's a Disney nut. So anyways, last March, we were at Disney for like the third time. I keep getting dragged to the happiest place on earth. Don't I look happy? And so, we're getting ready to leave, and I'm all excited, like, well, great, I'm sure my girls had a great time at the Magic Kingdom, and it's nice for me, I don't gotta walk the dog or any of that stuff, and, but I was looking forward to get home, because we had an extra day, and I was like, this is great, a whole day where I can just sit and work on the next Venom video, and onward and upward, but I swear my fucking wife wanted to bring a bottle of water through airport security. And my reaction was pretty much,
Are you out of your mind?
And her reaction was pretty much,
Quiet, you.
And so I'll let you know what happened from there. We did not make our flight. We stayed in the Magic Kingdom another day, and everybody's so happy. And for me, it was just like, and once again, clearly, what spoiled problems I have. Oh no, you had to spend another day in Florida where it's always sunny. Boo-hoo, poor you. But for me, it was just like, that's it. I can't do this anymore. I can't do that Matrix Keanu Reeves dodge bullet shit. I just gotta fall down and go, and if for me, it was like, if I can't do this stuff anymore, then, well, what the heck am I? If I can't do this stuff anymore, what does that mean for me? Am I just a stay-at-home dad from now on, and that's it? And am I comfortable with that? And am I okay with that. And for me, it was just like, no, it was this huge existential identity crisis. And like I said, I've had one before, a much bigger one 12 years ago. 12 years ago this July at the Fonda Be Damned Correction Officer Academy of New York. Embarrassingly, it only took me 2 days. 2 days and 2 sleepless frickin' nights. I barely slept a wink my first couple of days in that place. To break me down. Oh, I broke down like nothing. I am so soft as baby shit deep down. Like most of us. Most of us are, and we should be just more comfortable with it. Do you know what I mean? Most of us we're not gonna storm the beaches of Normandy. We're pussies. I'm a great big pussy. Didn't really think it at the time. I actually used to think of myself as some, tough motherfucker, or somebody who was becoming a tough motherfucker because of all the martial arts I used to do and blah, 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 blah. And I did think that one of the many cool benefits about getting into law enforcement would be, other than the fact that I genuinely like helping people, being of service, I want to live an interesting life, not a boring one, but also one of the appeals was I would forever be known as a bad motherfucker, because I got a badge that says so, and I was going to be a correction officer, and I was going to climb the ladder and eventually take my second crack at the New York State Troopers. I almost got into those bastards the first time, but thank God I didn't, because if I couldn't survive a correction officer academy, how in God's name would I have gotten through a 6-month New York State Trooper Academy? I thought I was going to be cruising all over in my trooper car, just kicking ass or whatever, stupid bullshit. And, but no, come sleepless night number 2 in that correction officer academy, in the kiddie pool of all academies, I had a huge panic attack. My heart was literally trying to blow out of my chest, and it was the worst moment ever, and in some ways the greatest, because I was finally coming to the grips with the fact that not only was I not tough at all, just a great big fucking pussy, a bitch. But the real icing on the cake was, it finally felt like I was coming to this punchline of this joke that everybody was in on, but me, that I was the joke. I was a great big frickin' joke, and it's like, it really, I almost kind of like, it was like coming to this realization, like, oh yeah, now I know why everybody thought so little of me, because how could they think anything but that, because what a joke I am. And I was like, oh man, more than anything in my entire life, I wanted to beat my ass out of there as fast as I could. I was like, I can totally live the shame of leaving this place with my tail between my legs in the middle of the night, just so long as I don't have to be here another second. And I totally would have if it was not for Yumi, because I'm not gonna let her down. What the fuck? And not just because she's so excessively violent and more dangerous and more frightening than any inmate I have ever met in corrections. I keep trying to tell people about her.
Well, that's no ordinary rabbit. Look at the bones.
But they don't ever listen. No, I was not gonna fucking let her down. No, she had always been so good to me. She's the only person who has always 100% believed in me. Always. Like, sometimes I tell her, maybe this stuff won't work out. And she's like, she tells me, you're gonna do it, Justin. You got it. You got this. So it's like, man, no way I was gonna let her down. God, no. So after coming to this harsh realization 12 years ago that I was just a great big puss, I just figured since I'm such a puss, everybody's gonna smell it on me, and I'm just gonna get kicked out of that place. But at least that way, it wasn't from a lack of trying from me. I could just, no matter what, I was gonna give that whole place a nice, yeah, fuck you too.
Fuck you too!
And I did, and as you might suspect, I did get through that academy and through a 6-year career. That I honestly left very well respected, especially if you worked with me on S-Block. And also clearly now, 12 years later, second breakdown, existential crisis, clearly I'm also still making YouTube videos. I'm also still working on the book, trying to build the audience, read my book. Just read it. Because, this stuff is just, the most important thing about all this stuff is just fucking fun. It is so much fun, and one of the biggest problems I had was just taking it too seriously. 12 years ago, I used to take myself too seriously, and I cared way too much what other people thought of me. These past 7 years, I took my work way too seriously, and I cared what people thought of me way too much in a different way, in a completely different way. So glad, just God, you gotta look, man, lesson of the year, guys, breakdowns lead to breakthroughs. It's just, you can't get breakthroughs without breakdowns. You can't ever change unless you push yourself to the breaking point. I am so proud of myself. I did it twice. And because of it, I get to become a better person. I get to become a better husband, a better father. I get to become a better writer. Yeah, fucking A. So it's just, that's what I got out of this year. And I hope that's what I bestowed to all of you. Breakdowns lead to breakthroughs. It allows you to go deeper into your own planet Zebes and clean some shit out, man. Most of the time, it's not about external success. That stuff is nice. That stuff's fantastic. But it's more about internal success. How internally good do you feel? How content are you with yourself? Do you know what I mean? There's plenty of billionaires and famous people where they're just a total hot mess, which is why they do much fucking heroin and commit suicide left and right and all that. Like how internally set you are. So in that sense, man, I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I do. I think in the end, it's all about emotional strength. That's the biggest one right there. There is finite limits to all our bodies. Oh, I know that shit quite well, trust me. There's only so strong you can get that fragile little husk that carries your brain around, and even though our brains have 1,000 times more capacity, even then there is a noticeable limit. There's only so much knowledge you can accumulate, but I feel the real deal is the biggest one of all, and that is emotional strength. Spiritual strength, I guess, if you prefer, but just I think emotional one is one everybody can relate to, and that is limitless. That is where the real power, that's where the real strength is. And the best way I can say this example, how I feel is, okay, let's say lowest end of the spectrum. That dude we all know where he can just get any girl he wants. Do you know what I mean? I've never been into that kind of crap, but you know what I mean. Where, they have such emotional magneticism to them, passion or whatever. Do you know? And the other side of the emotional spectrum, I think this shows how unlimited stuff can be. Mahatma fucking Gandhi getting the British out of India without having to fire a single bullet. That's the power of emotions right there, and another good example, look how fragile that dude's body was, that's where it's at. These are all the reasons why I'm just going to keep going with this, because I enjoy it so much, and the stupid thing I got wrapped up in is, just so obsessed at getting how high up this stupid mountain I can, and I wasn't even enjoying the hike. That is so dumb, and it's I know that's dumb, but that's just a stupid trap I fell in. I just want to enjoy the hike from now on. I like hiking. I like all these things. I like my life. I enjoy all this. So give it all a try, everybody. Push yourself. Push yourself more and more. Push yourself till you can't push yourself anymore. And then recover, and you'll be stronger for it, emotionally stronger. So I hope you all have a wonderful year. Happy January 2nd, everybody. Yeah, fuck you too.
Fuck you too!
And I hope you all just want to go out there and start digging and having fun. So this is all just fucking fun. So no matter what, you're always going to see me making new content. So I'm Justin M. Bailey. Thank you all very much.
You